Look at this. 14,000 walrus packed onto one beach, and every single one of them is fighting for space. There's nowhere left to go, so they just keep pushing. Blubber that keeps it alive in freezing water becomes a curse under the sun, and there's no room to escape it. Packed this tightly, disease and parasites move fast, and there's no space left to fight either one off. Size and tusks decide who gets breathing room and who doesn't. Every trick they have for cooling down, and none of it is quite enough. This is just one of thousands crowding this beach today, and it's not going anywhere on its own. It's had enough. There's only one place left that offers any real relief. The moment it hits the water, everything changes. On land, it's clumsy. Down here, it's built for this. It can hold its breath for over half an hour, long enough to reach the bottom of the world it depends on. It can't see much down here. It doesn't need to. Those whiskers can feel a clam through solid sand. It plows through the seabed like a living excavator, and it will do this for hours. It doesn't crack the shell. It doesn't need to. That suction alone can pull the meat clean out. Those tusks aren't just for fighting. Down here, they're tools, anchors against a current strong enough to sweep it away. One down. It will need thousands more before this dive is worth the effort. But it already knows where the real feast is waiting. The best shellfish don't sit in the open. They hide in the tightest, hardest places to reach. Word travels fast down here, or maybe it's just instinct. Either way, they don't wait their turn. The current fights back too, sometimes hiding the very food it just uncovered. This crevice hides food longer than anywhere else on the seabed. Even for a walrus, this one takes real effort. Nothing stays hidden forever. Not from something this determined. The difference is already visible. Proof that this feeding happens patch by patch, not all at once. But shared ground doesn't always stay peaceful. When a bigger body arrives, it simply takes what it wants. Within seconds, it's forgotten. There's more than enough buried here for all of them. It climbs back into a different world, and without knowing it, it's crossing a line most animals never have to think about. Right here, this line in the water, is the border between rest and the hunt. The moment something crosses that line, the water below reacts instantly. Above the surface, this bird takes what it can, while the walrus is too tired to care. Not every mark tells the same story. Some are hours old, others have been there for years. A single shudder sends water flying everywhere, a small reminder of just how much power is resting here. Even rest here comes with a warning. This ground was never meant to be permanent. Two worlds. One body, balanced right on the edge between them. This is as deep as it goes, where the richest feeding grounds wait and the air runs out fastest. Down here, there's no room for hesitation. Every second of air has to count. A single dive can uncover dozens of clams. And still, it's never quite enough for the day ahead. This seabed produces faster than any single walrus can clear it. The feeding never really ends. By now, the group has found its rhythm. Each one covering ground the others can't reach alone. Nothing down here goes to waste. Every disturbance feeds something else. Every dive ends the same way. The body decides when it's time, whether the feeding is finished or not. It made it. Another dive, another mouthful of survival. Hours of diving are finally visible. This is an animal that has eaten well. Here, there's finally enough room to actually rest. The panting from this morning is gone. This is a body finally at ease. This is the same animal that couldn't find an inch of space this morning. Now, it barely reacts to anything at all. Even the last of the irritation gets worked out. Slowly now, instead of frantically. This is what balance in the wild actually looks like. What took hours of discomfort has finally settled. The body heals fastest when it isn't fighting for space. For the first time all day, this walrus is finally still. But not everything moving through this water is harmless. Something in the water breaks the calm, and instantly everything changes. Even the gull knows better than to wait and see. But on the far side of the ice, the rest of the herd doesn't sense it. Not yet. Years of survival have taught it never to fully let its guard down, not even on solid ice. Something is out there, patient, circling, and it's getting closer. Even without seeing it, the herd starts to feel it. Safety, out here, comes in numbers. For a moment, everything stops. The only question left is, what happens next? It isn't leaving. It's testing the edges, looking for a way in. The herd doesn't panic. It just moves, together towards solid ground. The smallest go first. Surrounded, protected, out of reach. Individually, none of them could stop what's out there. Together, they don't have to try. It came looking for an opening. It didn't find one. The light softens, but out here, caution never fully disappears. Someone always stays watching. Tonight, it's this one's turn. For tonight, the herd is safe. But out here, safety is never something to take for granted. But the water was never the only direction danger comes from. It catches something new. Not from the sea this time, from the ice itself. A polar bear. And on land, the walrus's greatest strength, its size, means on land, the water isn't the threat anymore, it's the escape. And in a scramble like this, it's always the slowest that danger finds first. She doesn't run, not without her calf beside her. For a long moment, neither one moves. Out here, that hesitation can decide everything. This time, they made it. But out here, that's never a guarantee. It's just how tonight happened to end.